Hi there, this is Wayne Popovic coming to you from the Corporate Center at Venture RV, where today we're going to talk about one of our best-selling models year after year, the 327VIK SportTrek. This bunkhouse model has everything you could ever want. It's got one of the best layouts for a bunk room. It's got the best outside kitchen area. Even has 2 electric awnings. So let's get started on it. I'll show you all about it. All right, first, as you know, all of our SportTrek models have an automotive windshield on the front with a 3/4 molded fiberglass front cap. Great looking, and it really makes a difference in the interior of the coach as well. A lot more light, a lot bigger. Every SportTrek comes with a electric tongue jack, 2 20-pound LP bottles with a quick access lid on it, as well as, if I switch sides over here, a battery disconnect switch, which is nice if you're storing your camper for more than 2 or 3 weeks. You turn this to the off position and it keeps from draining your battery. Around the side here we have slam latch baggage doors with magnetic catches. The plastic ones, after a couple years, always get brittle and break. This is a great thing that took a long time for the RV industry to get. And then the interior storage, or the pass-through storage here, is amazing. You got almost 50 cubic feet of pass-through storage. The light inside is a motion-activated light, so when you open the door, it'll turn on, and there's a switch in there that actually turns on the. There's ground effect lights at all 4 corners of the SportTrek as well, so it gives kind of a nice blue ground effect. As I mentioned, every 327VIK comes with 2 electric awnings. These are actually legless awnings like you see on motorhomes. And what's great about them is they have a wind sensor. If the wind blows too hard, these will actually roll themselves back up, so you don't have to worry about running inside to hit the button. It'll take care of itself. Speaking of wind, you have a friction hinge door on all of the SportTreks, which stays in place up to 20-mile-an-hour gusts. And it's a great solution. The old style used to have a hook that would go into the wall and into the door. And man, if you've ever grabbed one of those and closed without unhooking it, you know it either pulls it out of the wall or it breaks the hook and you have to replace them all the time. So this is a much better solution. And the screen door actually has the screenshot door closer on it, which is nice. You constantly hear, "Close the door" in the campgrounds, don't you? Another great feature is the stairs that fold right into the doorway. They come right out, and they're also adjustable. You push this button, it slides in and out for easy adjustment, just like that. So if your stairs are in a hole or it's uneven ground, you can adjust it, just like I did right there. Just hit the button again, it comes out, and you're done. Nice grab handle next to the door, and of course, to tie your puppy out, you have a nice little pet clip area here, and some people say you can actually open a bottle with that. I don't know, you'll have to do your own research. Let's walk around to the outside kitchen. Nobody does outside kitchens better than Venture RV. I mean, look at this. You've got a flat screen TV, a separate audio system for outside. You've got a nice little accent lights for night instead of flooding your campground with white light. And then a metal drawer with a metal sink. And this year, for 2022, we've added instead of the 2-burner cooktop, we've added a flat top griddle, which I think that's a huge thing. That's a great alternative. And then of course you have your little beverage cooler here and storage above. Around the back side, every SportTrek comes with a ladder standard, which means it's a walk-on roof. And then on the back wall, you also have a pre-mount for a backup camera. And for 2022, we actually added backup lights to the backup lights to the tail lights. All right. So a couple of nice things I'll tell you about construction, about how we build the SportTrek. We use a special frame. It's a BAL next-gen frame. It's actually huck bolted instead of welded. Huck bolts are the fasteners they use to hold together airplanes and bridge supports and cell phone towers and anything where vibration could crack a weld. They use huck bolts. A little more expensive, but it does a great job of holding it together, and you don't have any of the downsides of the welding. Plus, it's not going to, like I said, crack. It's not going to start rusting. So it's a great solution. And then all the frames are actually powder coated and baked. It's not just dipped or sprayed, which is going to give you superior corrosion protection. All right. Floor construction, we use a Superior built floor system, which is a 5/8 tongue and groove plywood floor on top of wooden floor joists 16 on center. So it's really more like a residential construction than a styrofoam floor that a lot of manufacturers are using. Huge benefits there. You're not going to get soft spots in it like you can in a styrofoam floor. And if something catastrophic does happen, this floor is actually repairable where the styrofoam floors are not. All right. And then, of course, on the roof, it's a full walk-on roof. I mentioned that. 4.5-inch wooden bow truss rafters with 3/8-inch decking on top, and a PVC roof membrane, which is the latest generation of membrane roofs. It's got a little bit of stretch like a rubber roof does, but it's all one color and non-porous like a TPO roof. So it's kind of the best of both worlds, and has a high reflectance value too, so it reflects heat instead of absorbing it. Which leads us to the insulation on the SportTreks, which every SportTrek is double insulated. We call it the Weather Shield package. It comes with every one. You have double insulation in the floor, in the roof, in the front wall, and in the rear wall. And it's residential fiberglass insulation as well as a layer of radiant foil, which blocks the radiant heat. And that's how most of the heat is transferred in and out of campers. New for 2022, we've added a docking station on all the SportTreks. It's nice. You have a valve here to switch from filling your fresh tank to your city hookup. All right, here's your city hookup there. This is your black tank flush. You have cable and satellite hookups down here, and you also have a hot and cold spray port. So yeah, it just hooks right into here, and you can make hot or cold water.